Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Joe Berg, and in today's video we're going to be discussing my testimony. If you don't know what this channel is about, it's about Christianity, religion. It's going to be some video games, some blogs of my daily life, just blogs in general, some random stuff, but mainly Christianity and religion. If you love God, if you love video games, but mainly God, please stick tuned to this video, because this is my personal testimony. It hits deeply and hard with me, because it talks about going through the rough time in my life, and I'm really not proud about it. And let's jump right into it. So my testimony begins when I was a little kid. I always grew up going to church in a Christian home, living with my grandparents. I always went to church. Sunday mornings we'd come home after church and have a beautiful breakfast together. And I loved church. I loved going to my friends. I loved going to the kids group. I loved being in choir. I love God. When I was about 5-6 years old, or sometime in elementary school, I went to a camp there that my church had, and it was then I saw everyone else getting saved, and I didn't really know what it was, so I did it. And then again at a church camp, I decided then that I was going to do it then, get saved again. But again, I never did. Again, really know what I was getting myself into. What I didn't really know who Jesus was on a personal level. I was just going to church. Going to church kind of started like being like I was forced and all that. But this time when I got saved, I got baptized on Halloween and all that. But as I grew up, I started falling out of God, started saying I didn't want him in my life, that I didn't really like him, I didn't really believe in him. I stopped going to church, I started cussing more, and it got really worse and really bad when I got into high school. I started cussing, started smoking, just hung out with the wrong crowd, wrong group. I didn't like God. I never went to church. I was fake. I would act like I loved God, that I wanted a relationship with God, but it was just all fake. I never really cared at all, and I would just keep going off and on like this. I would keep on always being fake, but I would keep on going back and forth from loving God to not wanting to be with him, not reading my Bible, not doing the things you need to do to have a steady, good relationship with God. And I just faked it over half my life. It got so bad to where I was smoking every single day, cussing, being disrespectful to my parents, everyone around me, all that. This got really bad, really horrible, until my senior year of high school. Halfway into it, I had a friend and one of my teachers that I was really close with, and that teacher I actually went to church with and hung out with a lot. And if it wasn't for them, I don't know where I'd be right now. They pulled me aside and told me, hey, what's going on in your life right now? What's going on? What's wrong with you? Why are you not going to, come to church, checking up on me? And I told them that I told the teacher what I was doing and stuff like that. And they were like, God, forgives you for what you did. You just gotta ask to be saved and ask to be forgiven for your sins. And I sat there and just been honest with the teacher, and if it wasn't for him and my friend, I'd probably still be smoking. I mean, at some point, eventually, I would get caught, by my grandparents. But my teacher just brought me back, and after that end of my senior year, there at my church, I went to a camp there at my church. That was like a 3-day weekend called Catalyst, and I told myself then that I can't keep living like this. I can't keep living with an empty heart, doing stuff on my own, making my own decisions, my own path, and all that I needed God in my life, and that I needed help. I needed to be saved. And right there that weekend, I told myself I just didn't want to be fake anymore, and that I needed God in my life, and that I needed to change my life around, because it was ending up in a bad way, and it was going really, really south quickly. And so I turned my life around. I gave my life to Christ that weekend, and later on, my senior group leader, I asked him, because he was there a lot through my struggles through my senior year, I asked him to do the honors of baptizing me, and I got saved, got baptized, and it was the best decision I ever made. Now, I'm not perfect, but it still was the best decision of my mind, and still the best decision I've ever made in my life, to be able to give myself to Christ and not have worries. Like, just give all my worries, give all my time and life to God. It's just the best feeling in the world. It's tough, because as a Christian, as me, my Christianity, and as my faith, you gotta balance the life of being normal laws, God's laws, and learning how to balance the two, and balance your personal life, but also have plenty of time for God. I struggle to this day. I still struggle to this day. I still am a Christian, but I've gone in and out. I've gone where I've had phases, going 6 months, 7 months, not gone to church, not really caring, and all that. But now I'm back on track. I found a great church now. Love the community, love the pastor, love everyone there. I love the steps and where the church is headed. It's just a great experience where I am now, and from where I used to be, cussing, doing drugs. It wasn't a pretty life, but now it is. Now, having God in my life, it just makes everything better. I still struggle. It's a daily struggle. You gotta stay on that grind. You gotta stay on that path. It's hard. It's hard, because there's so many temptations in this world. The devil's gonna try to reach up and grab you and do anything he can to turn you, make you, do the wrong stuff, and use your friends, use your family, use anyone he can get to use against you, to turn you against God. But if you just sit there and just say, I'm not going to let anyone help you, or I'm not going to let anyone stop me, I'm not going to let anyone tell me no, that God's not dead, that try to stop me from following God. There's a song by KB called Not Today Satan. It's a really good song, and that's pretty much how you gotta live every day, saying, not today Satan, you're not gonna get me. God is on my side, and with God on your side, No one can hurt you. No one can stop you. God is almighty and so powerful that no one can hurt you. And if you just have faith and you just have courage and a commitment to God, He's not going to let anything bad happen to you. You just got to keep on, just like that song saying, not today, saying, not today, not let Satan in. Don't let him tempt you. There's so many temptations in this world, whether it's Instagram, on Facebook, any social media site, at a store, at school. You just can't let them. You can't let them try to get to you. It's hard. I struggle with it every single day, even now. Even with me getting back on track, getting right with God, it's still hard. It's an everyday struggle with all the temptations. And you just gotta turn them down. You gotta say no. You can't let fear stop you. You gotta sit there, and it's a grind. It's an everyday struggle. It's an everyday push forward, putting everything you do in God's glory, no matter if it's just a small thing as opening a door for someone or eating dinner. Everything you do in life needs to be for God's glory, not for your own selfish purpose. It needs to be for God's purpose, for His satisfaction, for His glory. It says in the Bible to glorify Him. And I try to do that every single day. Again, like I said before, I'm not perfect. I never will be perfect. There was only one person in this world that was ever perfect, and that was Jesus Christ, who God sent down on earth to sacrifice His life for us. And it's beautiful what He did for us. And it's a struggle, but we can get this. You can get through it if you just sit here and pray to God. If you just open yourself up to God, read His Word. The more you get into His Word, which is the Bible, the more you read it and try to understand it, get help on it, it's going to be like a yellow brick road and help you get through life. It's going to be a game changer for you. I know it is for me. When I struggle with whatever it can be, whether it's, I'm getting ready to cuss, or whatever I'm struggling with, money or worry, whatever, I just pick up my Bible and pick up, where it talks about worry, where it talks about money, lust, any type of sin it could be. And I just sit there and read it, and it helps me. And it's everyday struggle, but it really does help. And I'm so glad compared to where I was in high school, middle school, not so as much as elementary school, but mainly middle school and high school compared to now. I'm 22 years old now compared to middle school. And high school, I was an ignorant kid that didn't really know what he was doing. But now that I have God in my life, I truly believe in Him. I truly trust in Him with my life, and ready to follow His plan. And I think you guys should be too. If you don't know Christ, if you don't know Christ and you want to know Christ more, or you'd love to get in touch with someone to hear God's Word, to know more about Him, please email me. My email will be on the YouTube down in the description. Also, just please go to your local church, go to your local pastor. If you don't know God, if you're scared, don't be. I mean, you're going to be, but don't be. I was scared when I first went. I was scared when I first made that sacrifice, because I didn't know what I was really getting myself into. But your pastor is there for you. Your friends, your family is there for you to help you get through this. And it was the best decision of my life, and I think it would be the best decision of your life that you have God to be able to sit there and help you. And I know it was the best decision for me, so I'm pretty sure it'll be the best decision for you. If you're new to this channel or you want to hear more about God next week, I am going to, or next video, I should say, I'm going to be telling you guys about a personal verse / personal I'll be telling you guys about a personal message I wrote that God was speaking through me about what He wanted to hear and wanted me to say and tell people, and I'll be telling you guys about that. Also, I will also be posting either before that or around the same time as that a video of some like favorite Bible verses that, like, my personal favorite Bible verses that I love, that's helped me getting through my struggles and through, whatever it is right now going on in my life. And I think you guys will love them too. You guys will probably know them. If you guys would like to see that, if you're new to this channel, please stay tuned. Please subscribe and stay tuned to watch those, because it'll be fun. Later.